Hello there. My name is Lucas. Today I and my friend Kai, Munira, Adam, Diana, and Pavithra from Group 17 will discuss Chapter 10. What is an organizational change? Managing organizational changes. The process of planning and implementing change in organizations in such a way as to minimize employee resistance and cost to the organization, while simultaneously maximizing the effectiveness of the change effort. There are several types of organizational change such as strategic transformational change, people-centric organizational change, structural change, remedial change, and unplanned change.
Hi, my name is Yong Kai. My matrix number is A1980995. I appreciate to have the opportunity to explain what is strategic transformational change. Organizational change, which is an action of an organization, alters a major components such as culture, technologies, or its internal processes. It is a business necessity to develop. Hence, it is vital to stay ahead employees in the loop and ensure that they understand what the changes are and how they will be affected. As just mentioned, transformational change refers to change that completely alters your current operating structure. And as we know, the COVID-19 crisis has already changed our lives and our way of working. As an enterprise, we need to change the current operating structure to reduce the pandemic impact. Understanding a new operating method might be trouble to the employees, especially middle-level managers, because they are responsible for connecting the senior manager and subordinate. So they have to help their staff in transition state, while it is a challenge for them to adapt the change as well. However, this is an opportunity to reconnect with the teams as it needs to be done in the way that both advances business objectives and reinforces corporate values. For instance, Realcom Shop is a computer shop which only for retail. Yes, online shop, but only for certain products. It is recommended to provide more products in online shop and doorstep maintenance, even though remote control maintenance via IT remote access such as TeamViewer. Because not everybody works from home and having online class, and this will be a trend to lead people expect everything will be done at home. COVID-19 pandemic brought an opportunity by forcing companies to innovate. So we have to consolidate wins and build out the change, encourage employees to put forward their views and ideas as they might query what they are demanding. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Aisyah Munirah binti Aziz. My matric number is A19A0034. My part is about people-centric organizational change. It means why all change affect people. People-centric type of organizational change include instituting new parental leave policy or bringing on new hires. Even if within employees will be excited by the change, and empathy approve is the key because emotional reaction are common. In fact, many change management models have to focus specifically on managing emotional reaction to change. Since of pandemic COVID-19, workers of View Computer Shop has to change their workplace from office to work at home. The challenge of Viewcom Shop has to adapt is to change to role and responsibilities. Job description can evolve over time. Change to an employee responsibility may require additional training and rescuing of team. As a manager has to support communication effort to their employee because the workplace totally changed. To increase their business of computer, have to give some support like free Wi-Fi, monitor progress, training, and so on to promote and do something marketing business in media social. Okay, the advantage of people-centered organizational change is can fit the shortage of company, and workers can add knowledge about management. For example, people like purposeful change, communicating the value of the change isn't adding a responsibility to someone would, such as delivering monthly email marketing reports. The employee will be more likely to receive the new if she understands why. The strategy that can be carried out is the developing positive relationship with subordinates will help build trust in the manager who are implementing the change. As manager, must plan to convince employees to trust the management of your shop, to put someone in the right position, practice consistent, transparent communication, and so on. That's all from me. I will pass to next presenter.
Hi, my name is Wan Muhammad Adam bin Wan Yusof. My entry number is A19A0974. Today I will talk about structural change. Refers to the key to effect structural change is the dynamics that is inherent in that system. Structural change is often sparked by technological innovation, new economic development, global shift in the pools of capital and labor, changes in resources availability, changes in supply and demand of resources, and changes in the political landscape. So next we go to the challenge. So for the challenge is conflict. Change can evoke emotion like uncertainty and fear, leaving staff to take their frustration out on each other. Conflict is a common unintended consequence, so it's your responsibility as a leader to help staff overcome difficulties. Conflict will disrupt your schedule, so whenever possible you must intervene and mitigate issues. Be alert to proactively tackle the root of the issue and find a solution that incorporates staff input. An active leader will dive into the problem while working in accordance with their organizational change management. Patience is a key, and you should resonate with staff by showing your side of the story and understanding theirs. A problem that highlights snag in your change process is well worth exploring, where you must be readily adaptable. Second is planning. Change will fall by the wayside without correct planning. You will reap the benefits of a systematic procedure which underlines the exact nature of changes and what needs to happen for these changes to stick. For example, if you are introducing a new system, you will need to appreciate whether it's compatible with the old system and how you will transfer essential information as you make a transition. Successful planning involves delegation to maximize the potential of staff and ultimately increase efficiency. With all duties covered, you can create a successful timeline for change, which accounts for downtime and unintended consequences. Last, for the challenge, lack of communication. A failure to communicate intended changes can break you. Speculation and rumors will sweep your organization, and lack of trust will make it difficult for staff to embrace change, especially when they are ununiform on what's required from them. Employees need to know what's going on because uncertainty will disrupt your workforce. It's preferable for them to understand plan updates, otherwise they will be less aligned with your objective and feel disconnected. Keep employees up to the speed, whether you coordinate regular meeting or set up brainstorming session. Communication should be two ways because staff can help your change procedure with valuable ideas. Next, we go to the benefits. Controlling change. Management costs. One of the most significant benefits of change in the workplace is that the businesses is able to meet customer and market demands more effectively. However, what happens when the outcome are not what the company expected? Often, there is a lot of reward required which result in extra expenses and time. If businesses want to keep their budgets in check, they need to manage their change effectively. Second is reducing employee stress and anxiety employees often resist change because they fear their job may be at stake or that they will not be able to keep up with the new development and the organization. According to change management coach, businesses need to understand how change within the company affects employee morale, productivity, loyal and engagement. Will top talent want to leave the company during time of change, or will they want to commit and help see the plan through? Third is ensuring organizational value aligned with operation. There are many reasons for change management strategies, but one of them most important is to ensure that the change align with the core value of the organization. The company mission, vision and values should guide every major strategic decision. If they are shift with the company, it is the best to ensure that they are in step with the company value. Is not the business may lose employees, customers and partners. Next, we go to the strategies. First is plan carefully. Before you bring proposed change to your team, make sure you have a clear plan in place that covers at a minimum when, how and why the change is taking place. Ideally, you will have documented the tasks needed to get you to where you want to be, outline new or changing responsibility for anyone affected, crafted and fully developed timeline and come up with responses to address potential concerns. Second, we go to tell the truth. This is an easy rule to follow when the change in question is positive, when the change is in response to challenging circumstances or will result in short-term negative outcomes. This becomes trickier. However, being honest with your staff to the extent that you are able to is usually the best route. Sugarcoating, presenting things in an overly optimized way and promising unrealistic outcomes will make your staff suspicious and distrustful of your motive. While it is important as a manager to present an optimized front to your team, do so in a way that acknowledges potential challenges and drawback. Next, lastly, we go to communicate. Keep the lines of communication open between you and your employees. Take the time to explain and why the change is happening and what it will look like in practice. Make yourself open to questions. Hold team meeting and invite your reports to come see you and talk through their concern or thought in a natural atmosphere. So I think that's all from me. So I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Aina Dana Beta Abdul Aziz and my matric number is A19A0025, and I will talk about remedial change. Remedial change are desire to improve current condition such as increasing efficiency or reducing fatigue during work. Recovery change are more focused, urgent and visible because they address major current problems such as the COVID-19 situation. Leaders implement this recovery change as they have identified the need to address the company efficiency or poor performance. For challenge, for example, in this situation, COVID-19 problems have caused financial problems to decrease due to satisfactory performance because sales results do not same with the time before COVID-19, and this requires current change by taking a new idea such as doing online service for computer service to the customer. The advantages of this remedial change is that the company are better prepared to deal with the problem they face. In fact, every planning or change make the company more organized with the change. Change effort must be tailored to the specific problem that exists, and companies still need an effective organization change strategy in order to be more effective. Next is strategy. Strategy that can be done to further increase the level of understanding of employees is by introducing employees online training program because it can help employees better understanding in change that occur and easy to adapt. We also can launch a new software specifically for emergency and make it easier for employees to perform tasks without any confusion. So that's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Pavitra and my metric number is A90A0787. Challenges. Unplanned internal change can be regarded as a change which takes place within an organization not in a planned manner or as a strategic intervention, but are introduced in an unplanned manner in response to either a change in the demographic composition of an organization or due to performance gaps. We as an employer facing so many challenges to cope. Office-based businesses can generally respond to the crisis by asking our employees to work from home. Long-distance work keeps many companies operating. However, working from homes brings its own complications. For example, how bosses monitor and manage a distributed workforce and how to protect secret business strategies and trade secrets when they are discussed in unsafe places. In addition, different problems have affected the parts of the economy that are considered important and which cannot be closed during this pandemic. While jobs in general can be extended, safety measures have changed practices like this. And we as employers in this regard have the earliest experience of the surrounding realities, trying to operate in a safe way and manage employee concerns about these realities. Even in this case, job loss remain a problem that the reduction in operating capacity required to enable social distance means we have to monitor this carefully. As more economies begin to reopen, our focus on bringing our workers back to work must move between the safest possible workplaces and make them viable. Benefit. Leadership is all about chances that others might fear taking. By converting challenges into possibilities, a leader like us will make our team stronger. When an unplanned transition takes place, employees face challenges head-on to remove the fear factor, partnering and accepting diversity. Real teamwork requires factoring in the diversity of opinion. Collaborating involves not only collaborating together with others, but cultivating different innovations as well. In reality, better teams know how to communicate with other teams in the organization, as well as sudden shifts always impact everybody. In grappling with unexpected shifts, logical thought is also a major factor. Often it is the first step in bracing for any eventuality. By encouraging employees to dream up ideas to better up unfavorable situation, we may foster strategic thought within diverse communities who doesn't fail to bring out leadership traits of others in a good leader. Strategies. An organizational strategy is a plan that specifies how your business will allocate resources. We should understand how it would affect the team. Today, we need to concentrate on linking our employees with us and using facilitation capabilities to promote cooperation. Best practice approaches and processes are used in the organizational change management process to assess the effect of transformation on stakeholders and how to handle these impacts in order to ensure their effectiveness. For example, organizational change management help handle the pressures and innovative strategies of workers to enable them to be effective at work. Therefore, it is necessary to introduce a contact policy that rapidly converts workers into long-distance models in which they were previously inexperienced, in a manner that also embraced them. Setting simulated job guidelines and goals can help ensure that individuals are both centered and effective at unpredictable times. Many workers have never hosted or engaged in a simulated conference before, which they may not be sure how to behave or may not be assured that they can automatically use virtual technologies or communication resources. providing the business with empowering preparation and growth, such as virtual team management, advice and teamwork management, will help employees rotate, adopting new ways of life and performing productively. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, today organizations must be more innovative and agile to succeed. Naturally, innovation and agility result in continuous organizational change. And managing those changes well is part of realizing business results. Managing change in the organization need to be applied in all business situations so that the business can run smoothly.